He said, let's go die with Jesus. And then he never showed up at the cross. Who was that? Let's talk about it today in your morning cup of inspiration. You know, back in John chapter 11, it tells the story of Lazarus. And as Lazarus was sick and his sisters sent for Jesus, saying that he was going to die if he didn't get there. And Jesus had said that this is going to glorify God. So when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. And in John chapter 11, it says, and then he said to his disciples, let's go back to Judea. But Rabbi, they said, a short time ago, the Jews tried to stone you, and you're going to go back? He was ready to go back because he was going to get ready to go to the feast and get ready for Passover. But he was going to go back then because he knew that this was going to glorify God when he raised Lazarus from the dead. Then Thomas was his name, also known as Didymus. He said to the rest of the disciples, let us go, and so that we may die with him. He was saying, let's go die with Jesus. He was gung-ho. He was ready. See, Lazarus had to have proof on things. He had to see things. He had to feel things. And time and again, he saw what was going on. This Christ was the Son of God. And he would believe that. But then he would have doubts of other things. And then he would have to be proven stuff again and believe again. So this was Thomas saying this. But yet he didn't show up at the cross. Something happened between the time when Lazarus was raised from the dead and the cross, when Christ died. So Thomas wasn't there. And until 3 days later, when Christ was resurrected, of course, he saw some of the other disciples first. And it tells us down here, more further in the chapter, that they told Thomas they saw Christ. And of course, here he is doubting again. He goes, but he said to them, unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my fingers where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe. After all he has seen, he saw Christ raise Lazarus from the dead, yet he wouldn't believe that he could raise himself or that God would raise him from the dead. So it says a week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, peace be with you. Then he said to Thomas, man, can you imagine this if Christ just turned and looked at you? I want to talk to you. He said to Thomas, put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe. Thomas said to him, my Lord and my God. Once again, he believed. He had proof. He could see it. He could touch it. He believed. But then that's what Jesus said, and this is for you and for me. Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. Continue to believe. Christ is real. He came to this earth. He was born of a virgin. He died on a cross for you and for me. And he was resurrected 3 days later for you and for me. God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.